And also, first I was thinking about just calling her and asking if she's all right, but no, fuck that. That is nothing but nothing but what? I don't even know. Well, now I fucking brought it up. What would that be, huh? Nothing but expressing worry for somebody and that you care for somebody. Okay, and why do I care so much about this girl, huh? Why don't I just get to the root of it instead? And I included in the message, I hope everything is all right with you, which is pretty cute. A message like that is not gonna hurt anybody. I think, I hope. I just, I feel like this message is gonna distance us. But I don't care. It's really what I wanted to say to her. It's true, I really wanted to tell her this. Yeah. Of course I should have told her that a week ago. Like that. I said to her that I am in love with you, and then I am not in love with you, and then I am in love with you, and I am not in love with you. And she says, I know that you are not. And then I say, I am in love with you. And then she says, it's ridiculous that people nowadays aren't able to express what they feel. And I agree. But I think for me it's about the fact that I haven't told many girls that. No, and I'm very sad it had to be in a text message. Yeah. Okay. I would have rather had it happen in the forest when we were hanging out. And I was like sitting, I was listening to music, I wasn't able to calm down for whatever reason. And just a few minutes ago I'd asked her if she wanted to go to my dad, because my dad wasn't home. And there's a pair of broken headphones there. They could be repaired with some money. And my old laptop. And I told her about that. When I started by asking her, do you like my headphones? And she says, yeah, well, I do, but I prefer wireless. And then I say, would you like a pair of headphones that are almost the same model as mine? And then she said, oh, I don't know. And then I say, because my dad isn't home, and there at his place there are another pair of headphones almost like mine. And then I say, and my old laptop is also there, why don't we go to that? Or that's not when I said, why don't we go to that? But whatever, you get the full picture. Basically, giving things. And then she said, no, I don't want to go to your dad. And I said, fine. And then I just sat and listened to music next to this tree when she was doing some other stuff. And then she came back. And when she came back, I had been listening to an album, and I wanted to listen to a certain song in order to relax fully. And just, I don't even know why I couldn't relax, really. And I told her, oh, if you would have been away for about 10 more minutes, I would have listened to the song that I really wanted to hear in order to relax fully. Now I haven't listened to that, but I'll put on the music now while we walk towards the subway. And we walked towards the subway and I just listened to music. Because I don't feel like I relaxed fully. I was filled with tension. But now it's very clear to me that I should have instead just told her that I love her, no matter what tensions are present. Because telling somebody that you love them is confessing your feelings for somebody. That is not something that's gonna hurt anyone, I think. And instead, countless times I just ask her if she wants. Well, stuff like, do you wanna go eat food with me? I can pay for it. I don't say that I pay for it, you know what I'm saying? And I buy 2 falafel, 1 for her, 1 for me. And I tell her, I ask her if she wants to go to Gothenburg with me when I'm going to there for a day. I just well, there was a time when we took a walk in the forest. This forest, not exactly here. Okay. That wasn't important. Okay, but I said it. And then we talked about some stuff that we were both interested in, and it was a very cool conversation that we had. And then she's gonna go somewhere else, but she asks me before, is there anything else you want to tell me? And I'm super high up on amphetamine, and she too. And then I think, yeah, actually there is. I just see the opportunity. And I say, I am in love with you, I say. I have feelings for you, basically. And then she says, yeah, I kind of knew about that already, actually. I kind of suspected that was the case. And then I say, would you like to start dating? Getting closer? And she says, no, I don't really know. No, I don't think so, she says. But yet, you know, it was like, I have this problem, man. I have woman, whatever. I have these feelings for you. That's what I want to tell you. What should I do with them? Maybe we should start dating like they do in, like I think they do. Like I think people do it. Or maybe we should start dating, you know, like a little post-it note where it's written that we will hang out. But that's not where it ends. And then then she says, I don't know. And then I say this. I really want to be your man, and I want to prove to you that I can be your man. I say that in Swedish, and it's a reference to Wild Style. I thought it would be cool to say that. And then after I say that, she is completely quiet, and she doesn't she just thinks, I think. She just thinks about what to respond. She's not expressing anything, and I wait. And then she says, or I'm about to say something, and then she says, no, sorry, we'll be just friends. And then I say, good, then we'll be just friends. And then I feel really good after that. Actually, I feel really good after that, because then we came to a conclusion, we're just friends. And then I say, okay, I'll go. Then I say, okay, I'll go work on my project, which is the place, cleaning up, because that's what really is important in my life. That's my project right now. That's what I'm passionate about. I'll go work on that, just so you know. See you around. And she said, and it was like the conversation was on a pretty high energy level, and I think that was the thing that made her say, maybe we should stop the game for now. And then I say, okay. Or I don't know what made her, whatever, but that was the words. Maybe we should stop. No, she said this. This is what she said. Maybe we should pause the game for now. And I thought she just said it because, well, either way, I go away from there and I feel like we've gotten to a conclusion or something. But I feel pretty good, and I feel like I have a lot of motivation and inspiration, or just passion, or just like I want to work on my project. And that's what I do. I go work on that project and I say to myself, we're not going to be together. This was the point where I told her about my feelings for her, and she told her, this was the point, this is what I thought, this was the point when I told her what I want, and she told me what she wants. That's what I thought. And now I know what she wants, and therefore I know what I want, which is not a relationship with her. That's what I thought. And then I went to the place and I cleaned up. I was on a lot of amphetamine, like I said, and it was really early in the morning, like 5 o'clock. It was earlier even. And I clean a lot. Oh my god. That was probably like I hadn't cleaned that efficiently since like the first two times that I cleaned at the place, at least in the beginning. But then later on throughout the day I start feeling bad. I start feeling nauseous, and it has to do with the fact that I haven't ate and I haven't drinking coffee, just a Coca-Cola. But at the same time I've done a lot of amphetamine, and I'm dependent on coffee. And if you get caffeine deficiency while you're on a lot of amphetamine and also haven't ate food and also haven't slept, maybe something can happen. Or I don't know, but maybe there was another cause for this state that I came in, but I think it actually had to do with caffeine deficiency plus being stimulated on amphetamine. Either way, I start to feel like I had a lot, and also I did a lot more amphetamine there while I'm cleaning. I did like again and again and again and again, and I completely forgot about coffee. And then eventually I feel like, shit man, it's also really hot. I like sit down and I'm like, wow, my body is really tired. I feel warning signals from my body. Maybe I should just sit down and relax. And I was playing the album 93 Till Infinity, and I was sitting down and just listening to the song 93 Till Infinity, and they say in the beginning of the song, this is how we just chill, and I think I'll sit here and just chill while the song is playing. But when the song ended, I felt like I wanted to chill a bit more. So I sat on the scene and I laid down, and I feel like I have a really strong heartbeat or something. So I'm worried that I overdosed on amphetamine because I really did a lot. So I just lay there and like try to not use energy for anything until the high passes, so that I don't get a heart attack. Basically, that's what I think. But I'm not in a state of panic. No, not at all. I just tell myself again and again and again and again, it will be fine, I will make it through this. And I have such a strong sense of I can do this. Such a strong sense of I will do this. And I'm not stressed, I'm completely calm. I'll just lay here. And then after a while I start writing things almost as a way to pray or something, that it will be all right, but without stress. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, without stress. I just had to say that, right? Whatever. So I draw, I write, I start writing a lot of stuff. I start drawing triangles on my pants. I draw on all my pants. I write the names of all of my friends on my pants with a Sharpie, my jeans. And then I make a little drawing where I just write heart and just everything is gonna be fine, and a little poem. And I say, please God, let my consciousness be, don't let me OD. Love is the key. And then a lot of other stuff. And then hearts. And then I lay there for a very long time, and then it actually passes. Oh no. This is why I wanted to bring this up, because this is part of the first story. So I just lay there on the scene, and then all of a sudden, this is actually a long story, but I'm gonna say it. Wait, I'm just gonna see. Yeah. I'm gonna tell this. Why did I have such a depressing voice? I'm gonna tell this. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk instead while I speak, instead of laying on the ground. Or maybe I'm gonna take a break and then say this later. Maybe talk about something else. But this is a pretty interesting story. I wanna tell it. Oh shit. But first I just wanna say I'm gonna get on a train that leaves in 2 hours, 2.5. No stress. I got some amphetamine, but only a little bit, for the first time in a week and a half. But I haven't drank coffee today. No, I just woke up, didn't eat breakfast, went right to Snösätra to get the absolute last stuff. absolute lost stuff. Now there's nothing belonging to me in the truck. And I met my friend on the way to there, and I said, "You sell amphetamine?" He says, "Yeah," and I buy some. Am I gonna tell this thing that I was saying? Yes, I'm just gonna get a little bit I'm just gonna sit in a little bit of a different place here. So yeah, the story. I wanna take a walk and tell this, but I have a really heavy bag and a painting, and I don't want to walk around with them. Should I just leave them there and take a walk and hope that nobody steals them? Yeah. What if somebody steals my painting? Well, fuck it. I'm not gonna fucking tell this for a long time. I want to take a walk in the forest. So, what happened? Yeah, I'm laying there on the stage, making a lot of artwork, sort of as a way to make me feel faith. That's the purpose of me making art. The art makes me feel faithful. The art is a way to maintain faithful, to not lose faith. Because this state, I don't know, man. But I was maintaining faith, and I was keeping faithful, very faithful. And I completely believed that everything was gonna be all right. And then after a while, and I see somebody on the other side of the wall, and I scream to them, "Hey you!" And I almost don't even want to scream because I'm scared that if I use too much energy I'll die or something. And I scream, "Hey you!" and they don't answer, they don't hear me. And after about an hour and a half, something like that, in from the backside of the place comes Valentina and a boy that I've never seen before. And I just hope that they will come up to talk to me, but they don't. They just leave on the other side, and I'm like, oh. But it doesn't really make me feel anything. And I think to myself, well, me and Valentina, we're not gonna be together, so she can do whatever she wants, basically. I don't even I don't even think anything, you know, when she comes there with this boy. His name's Oscar. I got to know him later. And they just walk. They don't walk up to me, and I don't say anything to them. And I think this is what happened. And then they walk away. And then I lay there for a little bit more, and I remember feeling very sad that they didn't come up to talk to me. I'm here in the forest. There's a CD hanging on a little branch on a tree. Either way, then after a little bit more, Valentina comes in again from the other side of Snösätra with another boy. And this guy I know. His name is Arthur. And I don't say anything. I just lay there, and they see me. Valentina goes to the other side of the place, does some stuff, and Arthur comes up to talk to me. And I say to him, "Oh, I'm so happy you came. You know, I really want somebody to talk to." And then I tell him a little bit how I feel and show him my drawings, and he's like, "Oh shit, I mean, I hope you're all right, you know, don't be careful with the drugs, you know." Oh, there's a deer here about 3 meters away from me, and there's a child there as well. The deer seems to be not scared of me. not that scared. And I talked to Arthur, and then she says, no, he says, yeah, be careful with the drugs, man, you know, yeah, something like that. And then he leaves. And then after a while, Valentina comes up to the stage. Or maybe I go down maybe I start feeling better after a while. It passes and I go down. And I think I tell her that I think I might have overdosed or something. Or I don't remember the chain of events here. If I told her, she came up, maybe, I don't even know. But either way, what happens next is pretty interesting. She seems to be very interested in the state that I'm in. And she asks me questions about the state. Like, how do you feel? Stuff like that. And then she says, I am in that state right now. What would you do? And then she rephrased herself, or I think this is what happened. Well, I think this is. If you were in that state, how would you want somebody to react to you being in that state? That's the first thing she said. And I thought a little bit and I said, well, I want that someone just came and sat next to me and listened to what I have to say, and I could tell them exactly how I feel, and that would make me feel a lot better and a lot more safe. And then she says, well, I'm in that state right now, actually. And I say, oh, really? And she says, why don't we go up on the stage and you show me all those artworks that you made? And I say, sure. And we sit there. And she looks at everything. And I say, maybe I'm a little bit, I'm like, oh, I didn't expect you to see this kind of thing. I'm like, oh, a little bit like, you know. Because actually on some of the pages I did write on a lot of pages, on a lot of like papers that have lines on them, and I even wrote on one of them in Swedish, or maybe in English, Valentina always seems to ignore me, but that's how it is, or something. I don't actually remember, but something that starts with Valentina always seems to ignore me. And that's why I was like, oh, whatever, you can read all this is nothing private. And then I think that, but we're not gonna be together now anyways, so whatever, you know, something like that. And I love you.